Let's make dinner together. I'm using the Magnolia Table Cookbook, and tonight we're making beef enchiladas. Here are all of the ingredients you'll need. I ended up using a different oil, but you can use vegetable oil as well. The recipe also told me to use corn tortillas, but I used flour instead. I preheated my oven to 350 and then I began cutting my onions, and I have this little trick that I learned that you score down one side of the onion, then you flip it over and score the exact same way, and once you have it cut both ways, then you can just chop it and it dices up the onion for you. It's really simple and it's very easy. Then I roughly chopped the onion into smaller pieces because that's just how we like it. Next, I added some oil to a pan. My aunt got us this for Christmas and it's from Italy, but you don't need any sort of fancy oil. I then added in my onions and stirred that around and gave it about 5 minutes to soften. I then added in my beef, and once it was all in, I started chopping it up into smaller pieces so that it could cook thoroughly. And as you can see, I'm just stirring it up with the onion so that it will equally cook the meat. And once this was all done, I turned off the stove and brought it over to the sink to drain. And this is a cool thing that I learned from my mom, just to drain it into a bowl over the sink so that once it's fully hardened, you can just scoop it right out of the bowl and throw it into the trash. Once that was done, I added in my chili powder, my cumin, my salt, and my pepper, and gave that a little mix over the stove. Then in goes a cup of green chili peppers, and I stirred that up until it was completely combined. Then I toasted some tortillas, and I'm just gonna say, look at those flipping skills. Now comes the fun part where we put everything together. We have some sauce on the bottom, and then I dipped my tortillas in the sauce, put some meat on it, put some cheese on it, and then rolled it up. And this was harder than I expected, but we got it done and transferred it into the pan. Then as I was doing it, I just kind of scooched things down to make more room. And this is the last one going in, and I would say that they look pretty good. I added some more sauce to the top and then sprinkled some more cheese as well. And there it is in all of its glory, going right into the oven. It is then gonna bake for 30 minutes. It was so gorgeous coming out, and it made my mouth water instantly. Look how pretty this is. I had a bit of trouble cutting into it, but we got it nonetheless, and it was so good. Thank you so much for coming and making dinner with me. Bye!